Good afternoon. I am excited to be here today. I'm humbled and I'm honored to be able to speak to each and every one of you. My name is Tom Gorup, and I'm a veteran of the United States military. I spent 6 years in the Army, spending time in Iraq and Afghanistan. And during my time in the military, I learned so much. But what I learned the most about, well, was me. And what I was capable of. And truly, what I believe each and every one of you are capable of. Now, I'm not going to take a whole lot of your time today. I've really come here to answer one really big question that I get asked all the time. What more could we be doing for our veterans? Now, oftentimes people come up and they shake my hand. Maybe sometimes I'll get a hug. And I cherish each and every single one of those. I cherish them because I know that you appreciate your freedoms and understand that they don't come free, that there are sacrifices that come with them. But when asked, what more could we be doing for our veterans? The answer I have is a whole lot more, a ton more. But what that does require is a certain expectation, a certain understanding of yourself. You need to understand what I've learned about myself. You see, when I joined the military, I didn't think I was capable of much. I wasn't sure if I could do hundreds of push-ups, run dozens of miles, or carry heavy weight on my back. I didn't know if I was capable of any of that. I didn't join with any superpowers. And you know what? After I joined, they didn't issue me any superpowers either. I didn't get issued laser eyes, super strength, or the ability to fly. I didn't get any of that. But what I did get was an opportunity to learn about what I'm capable of and what I know each and every one of you are capable of. So I'm going to tell you a quick story. While I was in the military, there were plenty of times when I wanted to quit, when I didn't think that I was capable of going any further or doing any more. And one of those times was during selection for Special Forces. You see, it all kind of started towards the end of my tour in Iraq, and I was speaking with another soldier, a leader, who said to me, Gorup, I think you can get selected for Special Forces. I was like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm capable of doing that. And he's like, I believe that you're capable. You're going to have to work hard. It's not going to be easy, but I do believe that you're capable. So for the next 6 months, I worked hard. Every day I was doing something. I was either in the gym, I was swimming, I was running, I was rucking, sometimes many of those in one day. I worked hard. Thought to myself, I'm not sure if I'll get selected, but I'm going to give it 100%. I'm going to put it all on the table, and I'm going to give it a try. So day one of selection starts, and they put us all in this huge auditorium. There are hundreds of us soldiers in this big, big room. They go through all the rules and everything that we had to know, and then they sent us out into the selection process. The first 2 or 3 days, it's like, man, this is hard. This is really hard. I'm pushing. Day 4 and 5, I had seen dozens of soldiers quit. Dozens. By day 6, day 7, I started thinking to myself, maybe I should quit. I don't know if I'm capable of going any further. My back hurts. I'm tired. I'm hungry. My feet have blisters. They're bleeding. They're swollen. I don't think I can go any further. And I thought to myself, maybe just one more day. Why not give it a try? One more day. That night, they woke us up at like 2 a.m. after putting us to sleep at 1, having us do all sorts of exercises and puzzles, and then put us back to sleep. We woke up at 5 and back at it again. By the end of that day, I thought maybe I should quit. It's like, nah, one more day. Well, I kept that going until about day 11, and I had seen some of the biggest guys quit. The soldiers, I was like, man, there's no way that guy's not going to get selected. He's huge. He's a beast. And he quits. At that point in time, I made a decision. I am not quitting. Now, I don't have much left, but I'm going to put it all on the table. I'm going to give it 100%. I'm going to give it everything I have. But I am not going to quit. I may not get selected, and that's okay. But I'm going to make it to the end. Fast forward to day 14. We have a process called a boarding process. A small set of the remaining soldiers got picked to go in front of the sergeant major and colonel for some questioning. I imagine those are the soldiers that are kind of not sure if these are the ones we want to pick. You go in, I got put into this room. There are about 50 plus leaders in this room of all sorts of ranks, well beyond mine. And down at the center, there's a table, and sitting behind that table are 2 soldiers, a colonel and a command sergeant major. And in front of that table is a single chair. That was for me. I walked down that auditorium, introduced myself, sat down, and they proceeded to berate me with questions, dozens and dozens of questions. But one question that stood out to me the most was, Specialist Gorp, I see here it says that you only did 7 pull-ups. And I thought to myself, man, I probably did like 9 or 10. Guess those other ones weren't good enough. Sergeant Major said to me, he's like, you didn't do any more than that? I said, negative, Sergeant Major. Those are the best I could do. He said, are you sure he maybe just, was being unfair, didn't count a few of your pull-ups? I said, negative, Sergeant Major. 7. Those are the best 7 good pull-ups that I could do. He was looking for me to excuse my way out of that situation, to pass blame on somebody else as to why I wasn't able to do more pull-ups. Those other ones weren't good enough. And that was on me. It's not on anybody else. So the next day, day 15, is the selection day. They take us all back into that auditorium, but now about half of the auditorium is full. About half the soldiers who had started had either quit or were injured. And they proceeded to call us by name. They said, if we call your name, we need you to go into the auditorium across the way and find a seat. So as they start calling off names, I start looking at each soldier, assessing them, comparing them to me. He was really good. That guy is probably selected. I don't know about that guy. Oh, him, I don't know. I don't know him. I spent the next 10 minutes or so comparing myself to others, and it got me nowhere. I was none the wiser. I didn't come out better for comparing myself. It did nothing to help me. So now I'm sitting there, about a quarter of the soldiers who had started the selection process are in this auditorium, another quarter are in the other auditorium. Command Sergeant Major comes in and he says, you soldiers should be proud. You put it all on the line. You worked hard the last 15 days, and you should be proud of that. But I regret to inform you that you've all been selected. Man, that room exploded. I get chills thinking about it again. We're hugging guys we'd never met before, and tears are coming down each man's face. I learned a lot about myself that day. Something that I know to be true about each and every one of you. that you're capable of doing anything that you set your mind to. So when I get asked the question, what more could we be doing for our veterans? What more could we be doing? The answer is everything. It's to live the best life that you can possibly live. To dream big and to chase down those dreams. Give it a try. Just one more day. Work hard. Give it 100%. Do it with integrity. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. And go achieve those dreams. I know you are capable of it. Happy Veterans Day.